Hey everybody, welcome to VR Master League here on Channel 2 for a late night OCE match and even a new team debut. I'm Palidore, being joined by PAMWOW on the co-cast. And PAMWOW, tell us a little bit about this and what to expect here.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could tell you what to expect from this new team, Tricksters, coming in, but all I can say is get ready for some spicy action. Tricksters heading into this second week now. Haven't seen any games for them since they are a new team, so it will be interesting to see what they can bring to the table of VRML. And right before we did start the stream, I was listening in on the comms and did hear Tubu shouting out "Henoji-san," which is a huge reference to. Maybe if you take a look at that game with Echo Japan from last week, you will might get an understanding of that. But with that said, yeah, just one quick shout out there to Tubu and last Centurions. Also, a lot of veterans coming in here from Season 2 in their team. So, an interesting game without a doubt heading into this first round.
Yeah, great to see, again, this region growing yet more and more. And let's go. Round one about to be underway. So Tricksters over on the orange side and last Centurions over on blue. And hello to everyone joining in the Twitch chat as well. Great to see Punda in there as well as Crazy Kit Kat, Luke, Twisted, Largo Dragon, and Kopesh as we do begin. And oh, a wild Lufu has appeared. Happy birthday again, even though that was a couple months ago. All right, let's go.
Happy birthday again. Anyway, we also have quite a few people in the Discord joining us through a live stream hosted by Punda, so shout out to Punda as well, and all of those in the Echo Japan Discord there. So, yeah, with that said, heading into this first round now, already a lot of back and forth action here. We now have Clean Mike with the disc, sending it over towards Dazflyer, getting stunned out, and great pressure there coming from Tricksters. Ikeka. I'm going to try and learn to say that more properly next time I say it, but it will be Luigi Logic recovering it and sending it over to Clean.
And Clean just picking this up on the floor and waiting for passing lane to open up. Has one to Tipu, and White Bread gets it out of there. So nice play from the side here of Tricksters, and definitely tricky on the defense they're showing. And however, clear, also a little bit tricky as it does stay here for at least the moment as another take after the stun from Kai.
Yep, and Higashi did definitely do well with sending that disc through that left tunnel, and the regrab follow-up here coming from Tricksters. Tubu grabbing a hand of that disc, but unfortunately getting stunned out there from last Centurions, and Clean Mike doing very well to grab a hold of that disc and looking to make a play here through this left tunnel, not clearing it immediately, looking to take the time there and try follow up on something good. Pass that over Tipu. Tipu looking to finalize a shot, but unfortunately missing slightly underneath the goals there. And now Trickster's looking to clear it out, but the pressure from last Centurion's going to nail that disc right back into that offensive region. And now looking for yet another shot. Here comes Clean Mike off the floor looking for the overhand, and it will be Clean Mike opening this first round with 2 points.
And Lufu, excuse you, it's 3 a.m., not 2. Oh, yeah. Why am I here? Why not? Because it's. I told you, this is low key my favorite late night hangout, even through all of season 2. It's my jam. And for you EU folk tuning in, wondering why I don't cast more EU games, well, sorry, it's because I'm a night owl up late casting OCE. But that said. Going to the next joust here and trying to get their first points are the Tricksters.
Yep, and we can see Tubu now. Ooh, a lot of pressure coming there between both teams, and it will be Clean Mike in the end, finding that disc and the follow-up, potentially a bit of a stray regrab there, but it will be Tipu finding that rebound and looking to place it in, but Higashi doing very well to get back there and recover that disc and send it straight through that midsection. What a recovery there.
Yeah, now bouncing off that wall, awaiting the retention here. It's going to be a, barrier pass, but no one there except the other team, unfortunately. So last Centurions get it back. Clean Mike taking that out. The stack here at the midline and a couple in the back line. I do like the speed that I'm seeing thus far here. From the side of Tricksters, definitely careful on their chains.
Yeah. Last Centurions also have definitely done very well within their previous games, and although I believe one of them was a loss, I believe it was to Hydra, they did come close in many of those rounds. So Last Centurions definitely a formidable force here coming into this game. And with that said, Clean Mike coming in yet again with another 2 points to their name.
And Sam I am. That is Pam, and I'm Palidore. Tech asking in the chat, what's the front row fans? So that is, you actually can only access it on channel 1, but it'll show across all the channels. But basically just a kind of a system for people who support the channels. Hold on, they need to support themselves on that joust. It's going to be just immediate turnover. And last Centurions, just like that, a few seconds, another goal. Finish my thought though. Yeah, channel 1, it's one of the extensions. You can put in some bits and secure your little spot there in the chat window. Or in the stream window, I should say, during the replays.
Yeah, and as well as that, you're also definitely providing us a lot of support here for everyone that puts in work into this into the VR Major League on the scene and everything like that. So definitely do appreciate it. And on top of that, you do get those that nice little position in that audience, and you can react with some emotes and paste them right there on the screen. But yeah, really appreciate even just tuning in as well, like you are now. I really appreciate everything that you guys do. Heaps good.
Ooh.
And clean mic, definitely. Not that heaps good. Bouncing right off the left side of the post.
All right, Tipu actually having it snagged out by Mike, and so really nice grab. Couldn't get the clear, but might still have it yet. So there's a quick slap out. And the defense now rushing back for last Centurions. 6 points on the board, about 5 minutes to go here in that first round. Some dipsy-doos, but just getting stunned out, and that's going to be a light clear that does get back to Whitebread at mid lane. And now just trying to fan the floor out and maybe find another angle, but Tipu now tangling up with Whitebread with another stun.
Yeah, Tricksters are definitely doing well in terms of responding and as well as just following up on these clears. But it's just, I feel like there's some lack of just communication or passing or whatever it is. It's just unfortunately not being able to nail any passes there in the offensive region. As I say, that Tipu nailing a 3-pointer from 16 meters out. And at 4 minutes 25, Tricksters definitely need to be look into responding with a few points of their own.
Yeah, that was that angle on the 3, that was just barely able to squeeze in. It dinged off and just kind of wrapped around the pole. So great shot, but it couldn't have been any closer, between a make or a miss. That said, trying to grab this disc and not miss their opportunity. There's the defense getting back in the bubble. A jump through, but unsuccessful, and could not clear that hurdle that was the Centurions.
And do I need to rub my eyes? Am I seeing the right thing in chat right now from Soybeans? Is something going wrong with my head? I don't know.
Probably.
Paolo, you need to cross-check this.
I'm fairly sure we're being messed with, but that said, thanks for the sort of donation of your time in the chat, as right now Clean Mike cleaning it up.
I mean, you know what? Props to you. Whether it's even if it's fake, props to you, because it definitely looks quite interesting. Anyway. Also, something that I thought might need to add eventually is that Whitebread actually doesn't have the nationality setting, I believe, set on the VRML page, as in where he's playing from as well. So I think that might need to be addressed. But I believe both teams will be all right with it in the end, so that's fine. But just might need to get that quickly just edited and fixed right after this game. But with that said, we see Los Centurions now looking to put a few more in, 13 to their name. And starting off really strong within this first round.
And Mike, right back yet again here. Another score, this time swooping in. Look at that, that loping, just full extension on the arm, was able to get that goal in. 13 points here, taking him about 7.5 minutes to do so. And still scoreless for Tricksters, but hopefully for them, not for too much longer.
Yep, but Los Centurions not looking to give him that edge as Clean Mike. Bouncing it off the edge of that nest section there and finding those points. And yeah, I mean, Los Centurions definitely not letting go of this lead here in the first round. 16 points to the name. They could find a mercy if they can keep up these regrabs and this pressure that they've created here. And they definitely are doing well. I mean, we'll see it again now. Their regrabs out of their tunnel definitely come in at a threatening pace and can just force a lot of clears that work into their hands. As we're seeing now, that's going to be Clean Mike making his way towards the trench section. Might go for a pass up to Tipu. That seems to be the kind of duo power that they've created here in this first round. Clean Mike sending over to the right, Tipu by the shield and placing it in, 18 points.
Great assist as well from Clean Mike, finding the teammate right in that cutting stride. And Clean Mike to Tipu, and yeah, that is really strong on the point effort here. I feel like it's one of those cases where it's a little bit misleading in the sense you know, Centurions playing great, but Tricksters, they're definitely showing some potential here, especially for being a newer team, and at least in the context of VRML. And you know, they're able to get the disc to this side of the floor, the blue side, quite often, but it doesn't stay there long enough is the only thing.
100% Palidore. I feel like they definitely are doing well in terms of just clearing it and following up. They definitely are following up with those discs, and the save there from Bread. Brilliant save there, sending it out with 1 minute left. And yeah, just lightly treading on that topic, I definitely feel like they definitely do very well in terms of attacking, but it's just unfortunately unable to nail those passes. And we saw the setup there hundreds of times from Tricksters. Like they were in this section and they went to cross it through the right through the shield, but just the players weren't there, or just some lack of communication. Whatever it was, it definitely can be fixed, and it definitely looks like it already is beginning to fix. As we see Tricksters there now regrouping in the section of last Centurions, and it will be Mikan grabbing that disc, being stunned out to Tubu. Tubu now looking to send it in, but the overwhelming force of the Centurions gathering and stunning, and it will be Clean Mike in the end, cleaning the mess up.
And Clean Mike doing some work here, definitely a janitorial duty, I suppose. Duty. But over to the other side wall here with 6 seconds left, maybe a chance if they get this boost really quick. Let's see, they're just about there, but there is one in the goal, and couldn't quite get it in time. Will ding off nonetheless, but 18-point victory in the round 1 for last Centurions.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say it once, I'll say it again. Last Centurions definitely doing well within this first round, all around the board. Their regrabs, their pressure, it's all there. Tricksters, I definitely feel like they are doing well, especially their defense. I feel like a lot of saves coming in, even from Higashi and Bread. Those saves were also always great to see. Yeah, just I feel like just the execution on these points definitely, it is. The warm-up is definitely there. I feel like they're doing well in terms of setting themselves up, but it's just that fun, just being able to execute those points is just something that I feel like anyone can do. Anyone can work at it, and anyone can improve. But if there's anything that has been shown to us, whether it's from Echo Japan, whether it's from Tricksters now, it's that this is not a region to be messed with. They can improve at a lightning fast pace. So you got to be careful when you're playing against them.
Yeah, no joke. These guys are Tricksters in more ways than one. But with that, you guys in chat, you're Tricksters. Look at all the green text, the donations. If I'm to believe that means Kopesh just donated us a punda in the chat. Thank you so much for the punda donation, Kopesh. That is clutch, and I don't know what to even do with it right now. But yeah, that's great. All right, round 2, PAMWOW. Let's get to it.
More than happy to. Heading into this second round now, last Centurions definitely starting off strong within that first one, and starting off strong with those regrabs, heading into that midsection, grabbing a hold of that disc. It will be Clean Mike getting stunned there and getting stolen, but the recovery there yet again from Clean Mike. Both players, Higashi and Clean Mike, going at it there. Unfortunately for both, the disc will be led astray, but it will be making its way back into the hands of Tipu, who's sent it towards that left section, trying to find that bounce pass to Clean Mike, who does find it, making his way into the left side of the bundle. The passing and the execution there from Daz Flyer. Great teamwork.
Daz Flyer, high flyer, and oh my goodness, that was a great pass to him as he cut in for the goal as well. I love those plays.
You're too much, Palidore.
I'm sorry, I'll wipe. What? Anyway, launch it off here. 2 points first, go with the way of last Centurions, and let's see if they can get it going. We saw in the last round, Pam, a couple times you're mentioning some of the communication. There were some times where Tricksters recovered that disc or had it on this side, and they'd go to a barrier pass, but there was no one home 2 or 3 times. So I think if you can clean that up a bit, because again, that's the right idea. You recover a disc and you try and go for that passing play to a barrier pass or a cutter somewhere in the backboard. It's just they weren't quite in position is all.
Exactly, couldn't agree more. And also wanted to point out that the members of the Echo Japan community have also created their own video of that last game that we saw with Echo Japan and Team Outlaws. So if you want to go check that out, they definitely have been putting a lot of work into this community, just as much as us here in the OCE community and everyone in general. They've definitely put a lot of work into it. So if you check out the Echo Japan YouTube channel, you can take a look at that, and they provide their own commentary and their own unique perspective on it. So it's always great to see, as what's also great to see will be Centurions Tipu in the midsection, grabbing that disc, sending it to the right. It will be Clean Mike now. Does have Dazfire on the left, and that's where he's going to pass it to. The pass back, but the stun on Clean Mike. Great stun there from Tricksters, disabling that direct pass there. And now looking to respond, Tricksters sending it through that midsection. A few awkward bounces. That will be Higashi finding that rebound and looking to follow up with the teammate. A few unfortunate bounces still going to make its way into the hands of Higashi, but the stun from Clean Mike.
And
what a stun it was. Yeah, the Dusty. And now Centurions looking to follow up with that stun. The regrabs coming in. Clean Mike has Dazflyer trying to fend off for his teammate there. But the clear there from Tricksters getting it out of there.
Can I just point out something? So on this end of the floor, the last time around, about 40 seconds ago or so, that first awesome punch was from Maiken on Mike. The punch on the other side of the floor was from Mike on Maiken. And then the last punch there on the disc holder, and the one that came back to the orange side, was Mike hit on Mike again. So basically, Mike on Mike violence. That was hilarious to watch, as will be taken back by Clean Mike, and he gets stunned by Maiken again.
Okay, no, we're not. We're good. Okay. Wait, Caster's coincidence. I don't know what it was that what you've just done there, Palidore, but it's starting to get a bit crazy. We need to tone it a bit down, as we see now Higashi looking to tone it up, sending that disc, getting stunned out, however, and that disc is going to make its way all the way into the side of Tricksters. Unfortunate stun there for Tricksters as the follow-up make their way from Los Centurions. The pass to the shield, Dazflyer sending it in, 4 points to the name. And I'm definitely feeling that the pace of the last Centurions compared to the first round is starting to get a bit slowed. I feel like Tricksters are definitely putting up a greater fight within this second round.
Mike. Anyway, 4 points for the last Centurions. And again, they got it to the other side. I mean, they had some chances on it. It's just, I feel like that score is going to come eventually here, because they've been getting too many of these possessions. Like, here it is again. Just trying to space out. There's the right pass, and there it is. Could be a one-on-one. Taps off. Wait, Red, but couldn't find the goal still yet. A rebound here up top, but going to be just dropped off the stun. Clean Mike is going to clear it out. So Clear Mike going for that, again, just back and forth play, but really struggling to score. But I feel like that could change at any moment here as we approach the halfway point in the next 40 seconds.
Yeah, well, the passes are there from Tricksters, and that unfortunately from Bread, just unable to nail that backboard shot and just straying a bit too high there, but it was so close. But just to look at it, oh my lord, Tubu! Sending it from 48 meters out, bouncing off the left shoulder into the goals. Oh my god, let me tune into the comms for a second here. I can hear the screams.
I knew, somehow I knew that was it. I just stayed silent and followed it, but that is a very unusual shot, but it is such a good shot, and what a way to get on the scoreboard. How about that? You gotta figure, out of all the great attempts that they've had to get at points, of course it's that one that goes in, but you know, they are ecstatic for it, and so are we right now. Clean Mike, though, going back in yet again, and he is dangerous today. He's up to what, 15 points and 4 assists thus far. That is crazy.
Yeah, Clean Mike definitely putting in work in that aggressive region there. And yeah, I feel like, wow, what a shot there from Tubu. But yeah, Bread is definitely doing well in terms of just finding those passes in the aggressive region and trying to find those shots. And just unfortunately unable to find that backboard. But I'm really liking that approach that they did take there, Tricksters. Just finding those passes when they needed it. Unfortunately, although they weren't able to execute, the passes are definitely there coming from Tricksters and setting themselves up for so many potential points. Which is definitely great to see, and definitely interesting to see if they can improve on it. However, Tipu, and that's a great stun there from Tipu, allowing him to find that pass and just intercept it and send it through that midsection. Had a bit of an attack there for a brief round. Apologies. And it will be Tricksters looking to send that disc through that left tunnel, but Luigi Logic trying to shut that one down.
Yeah, and I just want to point out again, these brawls here, and a lot of them indeed coming from Maiken, well, just causing a lot of havoc on the front line and the mid line, I should say, of last Centurions, because yeah, you can see this round thus far. I mean, they're trying to put it back together. That set of pass is gonna go right to Daz, and Clean Mike again, a very great cutting assist. We saw that in round 1, and there it goes again for the 5-point lead in this second round.
Yeah, I mean, they are not dropping this pressure. Last Centurions, Clean Mike, Daz, Tipper, and Luigi Logic always there to funnel it back to his team, and it's crazy this amount of pressure that they've got here on
Yeah.
Tricksters. But Tricksters not letting it get to them, and they're definitely finding a lot of counter plays here. But the stun, as I say that from Daz Flyer, sending it back to that right side. It will be Clean Mike in the right tunnel. Does have some teammates coming through that left section, sending it in though. Clean Mike. What a play. So, am I going too far to say the MVP of the match? Clean Mike definitely putting in so much work.
Yeah, I don't think that's a stretch at all. Daz Flyer assisting Clean Mike on a spectacular shot once again. In the Twitch chat, I think Crazy Kit Kat will definitely side with you on that, saying, I love Daz and Mike combo. Yeah, there goes again. I mean, the last at least 2 plays in a row were one of them assisting the other one. So definitely strong here, strong showing for Centurions.
Yep. And Clean Mike sending it towards Luigi, and Luigi in the aggressive region here, which we don't see often. And the reset to Clean Mike, but the intercept there from Higashi. Great plays. The stun there coming from Tipu. Tipu sending it back towards the left. That will be Clean Mike now getting stunned out. Great defensive stuff coming in here from Tricksters, finding those stuns and those intercepts, trying to disable last Centurions. And Clean Mike looking to pressure that disc there, forcing a clear through that right tunnel. And now Last Centurions trying to find that possession on the disc. But if there is definitely pressure there coming from Tricksters, trying to foil any clears that they can. And that's exactly what they're doing here. And although the struggle definitely was there, they did find that clear in the end through that right tunnel. And now Tipu looking to monopolize, sending that disc through the left side there to his teammate. It will be Flyer. And it will be Clean Mike, actually, in the end, after a few awkward bounces. And it will be Tricksters trying to grab that disc and send it through the mid.
And they do just that. Luigi Logic is in the area. Has to be careful because there's a pretty speedy player from Tricksters there. Higashi coming in now with the stacks over in the goal. White Bread getting stunned by Clean Mike. And Flyer, Daz Flyer goes high. Yep. And it's 13 up, 10-point advantage here. And just starting to wind down. Last minute of play, but definitely still some time to maybe get another score in here for Tricksters. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, Last Centurions have definitely done well within this first and second round, taking a strong lead here. And I just feel like Tricksters, it's another one of those cases, like you said earlier, where the scoreboard doesn't show it. It doesn't do the team Tricksters justice. I feel like they definitely are putting in so many plays, and they're definitely finding a lot of potential shots. And don't tell me from Clean Mike yet again. Clean Mike is just nailing these shots today.
Yep, suffice to say, 32 meters deep on that attempt, and just hitting right on the edge of that goalpost, much like that last 3 from the opposite side. So really lovely hit, and 16-3, that's going to conclude this round, and indeed the game in the favor of Last Centurions, but Tricksters showing some stuff, especially for a newer team in comparison. Yeah, great to see, and glad we got to cast this.
Yeah, and although Clean Mike did hog that spotlight for quite a few minutes there, I definitely want to bring some credit towards the rest of his team. Tipu and Dazfly are doing well with those plays in the aggressive region. They're finding those passes towards each other, and just brilliant teamwork coming here from Last Centurions in general. But as well as Tricksters, I feel like Tubu, that insane shot we saw earlier, fluke or not, it was crazy. Great shot there coming from Tubu. But yeah, I mean, the teamwork from Tricksters is also there. Just as I said earlier, need to work on that execution and just work on those final passes in that bubble, because those are the game makers or game breakers there. And yeah, I mean, well, you said great game, and great to see everyone in the chat, and shout out to everyone again in the Discord of the Echo Japan server. Know you all watching there, so huge shout out to you guys, and yeah, appreciate for everyone stopping by.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Appreciate you guys very much. Thanks for everyone joining in the chat here. This, for me, fairly late night. For you guys, maybe more prime time, but great to see you guys joining. Nearly, 40 strong for a lot of this stream, 30 to 40. So that's, like I said, just season over season growth in every single region in terms of teams and viewership. So really happy to see that for sure. And lots of good games, and GG's in the chat there, seeing Panda again, as well as Gish and Kopesh. A lot of familiar faces from last season, of course, and then as well as Sergeant in there, and Pooh, man. Well, thank you for the follow, man. I'm not gonna shake your hand, but I'll give you a little, I'll give you a little thanks.
That man definitely made it a bit awkward casting over. I remember from the last few games that I had casted over him. Definitely made it weird, but you know what? He's a good bloke, and definitely good to see in the chat.
As my Discord reminds me that I had never turned on streamer mode for this one. Apologies, that wasn't your ping, that was mine. Hey, Pooh, if you ever decide to join on the casting end of things, we can call you Pooh Manners. You probably won't get that reference, but anyone who knows a little bit, I guess, of Echo history will understand.
Pooh Manners?
Pooh Manners, yes. Pooh Manners.
Do I want to know?
Yeah. No, here, I won't leave you hanging. No, this is talking about back in the ESL days. Yeah, one of the community casters for Echo and /ESL was named Pooh Nanners. So yeah.
Oh, that's bananas. Anyway,
BANANAS. And there, that was a Punda ping apparently that you heard. So actually just showing the viewing party over on the Echo VR Japan Discord. And nice and hyped up in there and full of viewers. So yeah, shout out to all you guys who joined. That's awesome to see people, again, gathering around and watching this happen. So we're gonna get more of these real soon. Don't you worry.
Yeah. Can't wait to see what Tricksters, Echo Japan, and any other team that might be starting up relatively soon in the Japan or Asia region. Yeah, just really excited to see what anyone has to bring to the table here in VRML. It's been great either way. These matches have been great. Everyone in chat stopping by being great. Palidore, you've been great.
Oh,
I mean, could be better, but you're all right.
Well,
anyway.
not thanks.
And yeah,
I don't know how to take that, Pam, but okay. Also, Punda, don't worry. That's my fault. The ping thing. Usually, I have streamer mode on. I just happened to deactivate it earlier, and I forgot to turn it back on. So normally, I won't be pinged. No worries.
Agreed, David, in the chat, by the way. Heavily agreed.
Hey, Punda, you're a mod. Go ban Pam for caster abuse.
No, wait.
Anyway,
I can change.
Oh, okay. Well, me too then. I'll change for the better. We both will. But
yay.
All right, and yeah, agreed with David in there. Okay, so any last words, or shall we sign off?
Yeah, last words. I guess that's it from me. Said all that I had to say. Heno, G-Sun, see you later, mates.
All right, well, everyone at home, I've been Palidore, that's been PAMWOW, and this has been VR Master League, Week 2 of Season 3, and on Channel 2. Join us again in the very, very near future for more matches. Till then, be happy, healthy, safe, and as always, be good to each other, and yeah, we'll see you again real soon. Good night. Season 3 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Rebuff Reality, Asterion Products, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net.